It's bright and early, absolutely beautiful morning. Sun's not even over the trees yet. I've made my way out to the first little spot that we're going to stop today. I've got an interesting one lined up for you today. We will explain as we go. First port of call is a beautiful little dam. Check this out. Absolutely magic looking little dam. All I'm going to do here is put one single trap. Don't worry, it'll come together and I'll explain as we go. We've made our way to the second dam for the day. Like I said, I'm going to explain along the way. First things first, just to give you the heads up, got the trusty old bullock liver and some dog biscuits. We know that doesn't fail. Now, I have actually been to this particular dam before and got absolutely nothing. In saying that, I've never actually set a trap here. I come here with some lines. I was doing some dam hopping just to see if there was a dam loaded. I sat here for probably half an hour, I guess, and didn't get a single yabby. It's not to say there's none here. I was always going to come back, throw a trap or two in to give it a proper test out, and that's what we're going to do today. And I don't think we're going to go overly silly with throwing it out into the middle. Probably 2.5 meters out, and that's plenty deep enough. I'm not too sure how long that particular trap's going to be set. We will know that when we get back here. We've made it to spot number 3. Now this is the dam that I thought looked pretty bloody good last time I was here, but it's actually looking a little bit murky today. I'll give you a look at that in 1 second. And what are we going to set here? Our new Fangle portable foldable yabby trap. I did say on the last video I was going to show you how to set it up, which I didn't, so we're going to do that right now. If you missed the last video, I've got 3 of these and 3 bait holders, all with ropes, tags, all ready to go. We're having a bit of a competition. Go back and check it out. It's currently Friday and I posted the video Sunday, so it's only been, what, 5 days. So the competition is still running at the moment. This video will come out Sunday. I think I'm going to end the competition maybe Sunday. We may run it into next week, say we'll run it for 10 days because we have a big event tomorrow, which is Saturday. And when this video comes out, it's going to be Sunday, so our big event was yesterday. And it's going to take the whole weekend, basically. We're not going to finish till late. And then we're going to be spending all day, as you're watching this, cleaning up the food trailer and all the rest of it. So I think we'll run the comp. I will put a comment on the video when it ends anyway and we do the draw. Long story short, I don't have a cameraman with me today, so hopefully we're all in frame. Basically this is how it comes out of the packet. All you want to do, fold it out like that, like so. You'll notice the top here, it's got some little grooves in it. All you want to do, like I said, it's a little bit tricky. I think once you've done it a few times, it's not going to be too hard to work out. Basically just pops out. And I don't know whether you notice one of the legs, the little round bit's not quite crimped down properly. All you do is take your ring, pull it out, clip it in, Bob's your uncle, you're ready to go. Full pyramid trap. Your little bait holder's just going to have a little plug thing like this on the bottom. You put it through the bottom of the trap, like so, and basically just clip it in. Ready to go. Literally took 1 minute. Again, if you want to hook onto the top of the trap, hook onto the top. If You want to hook onto the side, hook onto the side. We'll have a bit of a look at the hole. Hopefully I've got yous in frame because I've got yous on the head mount. Like I said, last time I was here, it actually looked really nice. This time, it's probably not somewhere that I'd really pull up and waste my time at. For one reason, it does look a bit murky and a bit algae-y, like there's a fair bit of algae in here. And the water's actually, although it looks murky, the water's actually pretty clear. Which all you guys would know, all you yabby enthusiasts, is probably not the best sign. But we're gonna go with it. I do have to admit and be honest, we're about an hour and a half later than what we should be. I took a wrong bloody turn, the old memory bank. I'm really gonna have to get a GPS or try and think when I find these places, get the old phone out and get the maps and get a screenshot, because there's so many different roads out here. And one other little thing is, it's a lot bloody further out than what I remember. I remember I was on the way home a couple of months ago, coming through here, found this spot and thought, I'm coming back with the metal detector. Now, it was after a long day and it didn't seem that far to get home, but it's a bloody long way out, I can tell you that. Anyway, we better get into it. I'm going to give you a look at what I found. Now, to the average person, it doesn't really look like anything. Now, what I found, this area here generally doesn't look like this. This is a patch that's been cut through the road. What we're looking at, it's just full of this mineralized quartz and ironstone. Like, I'm talking literally just, it's basically all that it's made up of. All this black and white stone, just absolutely loaded with it. Now, it's probably a patch, I would say, 50 meters that way, 50 meters that way. And what I presume is it runs across that way. And what we're actually looking at here is an ancient waterway. I don't know whether it's an ancient river or a creek. And the way I can tell that is all the water-worn stones that's mixed in with it. Let's have a look. As you can see, we've got all this gravelly stuff mixed in with it. Even the quartz, although it looks a bit broken up, there's heaps of pebbly quartz, which means it's tumbled down a river for a very long time. And there's a classic example of what you're looking for. Now, I will say, we are a very, 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 very long way from any gold field. This little lead here, it's just a little patch. The rest of the country through here is basically dirt and sand. So it's either been looked over, as in the old timers didn't actually come across this particular lead. Another thing is, the particular area we're in is very arid. There's no real permanent water for, oh gee, I would have to say 60, 70 kilometers. Now, what we're going to do today, I've got the metal detector. I'm going to give this place a good shake. If I don't find anything, it doesn't mean there's not gold here. For one reason is, gold is very, very hard to find. It's not worth $6,000 an ounce because you can just go and pick it up everywhere. And reason number two, the little metal detector that I'm using isn't really a gold detector. It's sold, it was bought as a Minelab Xterra 705 gold pack, which means it does have a gold mode. It is really sensitive. I've had it for probably well over 10 years. I've got a lot of experience on it, and I know how to use it probably better than the average person. But like I said, it will find small gold, very shallow. It's definitely not a gold detector as you would expect a gold detector to be. The new models out today, I think it's a GPX or GPZ 9000 or whatever it is, 7000. My little detector is basically a VW Beetle compared to the GPX GPZ 7000, which would be a Ferrari or a Porsche, just to put it in perspective. What I've just done, I've ground balanced the machine, and I'm running an 18.75 Hertz double D coil. Now that'll probably mean absolutely nothing to most people, but I know there's probably going to be the odd person that's going to ask about it. Now, looking at this old creek, waterway, whatever you want to call it, I will bring the map out a little bit later and just give you a rundown of the exact age of this soil, because I do have a little map there that shows what age this particular soil and country was aged at, I guess. And we are talking this gravel here, or this particular waterway, we are talking in the hundreds of millions of years. So it is basically ancient. And it really doesn't get much better looking than this. Oh, and we got a signal straight up. I'll just scrape a bit of that out. Now, if I get a signal and it's in a bit of quartz like that, I'm going to be cheering. Now there's an example. I'm literally 3 minutes into it. I can see it on the counter from when I started, of what they call a hot rock. Now, could there be a bit of gold in there? I highly doubt it. The way I told was that was a solid rock. It was giving off a pretty good signal. What I've done, I've broken it, and you can sort of tell straight up that it's that really cooked ironstone sort of look to it, and each piece is given a signal. So that's basically a hot rock, which this particular metal detector is really good at finding, and they're really annoying. I'm not going to bore you going along digging every bloody hot rock and showing you. I just wanted to show you that one. It's literally 2 minutes into it. Ideally, what I'd like to find is a nice big chunk of quartz with all the red mineralized stuff all through it, about that size, that gives off an absolutely screaming signal like this. See, overloading. Highly unlikely, but unless you're out here swinging the detector in these godforsaken places, definitely not going to find it sitting at home on the lounge. Now, I literally haven't come very far. That's where I was mucking around showing you the quartz, probably 4 meters. And I've only been detecting this windrow that they've obviously scraped up out of this drain to make a drain for the road. And What do we got? We've got something here that's overloading the detector. There's a good chance that that's going to be metal. I seriously doubt whether a hot rock will overload the detector like that. Is it going to be a big nugget of gold? Oh, I'm going to tell you in about 2 minutes. Well, I've got it out and I didn't see any metal. Must have been something sitting right on the surface. Now that's given a signal, but I don't think that's what we were looking for. Yeah, that's definitely it. I should have brought a plastic scoop with me. There it is. So that'll give you a bit of an idea of just how sensitive this metal detector is. That's what it was picking up. A tiny little piece of rusty metal, and it was almost overloading on it. What I might even do, you can see how small that is. I'm going to break it in half, sit it on the ground and just see what sort of signal it gives. Now hopefully I've got you in frame there. What I'm going to try and do, wow. I don't know what that stuff is, but Jesus Christ, it's bloody hard. I managed to break off the tiniest little flake. Now that little flake is probably about 3 millimeters. You're not even going to see it there. It's right there. It's about a 3 millimeter square. That little bit of metal, like it was tiny, literally a 3 millimeter square, and it wouldn't have been a 1/2 mil thick. It was just a little tiny rusty tip off that bit of metal I found. And the metal detector is picking it up. Only just, but definitely giving a signal. Metal detector's definitely doing its job. Your little screamer there, and it's basically just the very tip off a screw or something. I think I'll make a little beeline past this little area. Got a great big meat ant's nest here. I bet you that's where the bloody gold nugget's sitting. As soon as you start going digging around there and causing a ruckus, I'm going to stir them up, and it's not going to be worth the pain. Now I've got a very faint signal here, and it's getting better as I'm going, so I thought I'd better turn the camera on. I've probably dug, I'd say 5 hot rocks and filmed them. Sort of got a little bit disheartened. Thought I'd go without the camera. That's getting better, but that doesn't look good. That's what it would be. A whole bit of aluminium. I thought we're onto a nugget then. I've just stopped to put some air guard on because there must be a beehive around here somewhere, and the bees are sort of swarming me. I'm starting to sweat, and it's like they're trying to drink my sweat. So what I've done, I've got my water bottle out. I've put a bit of water in the cup there. I don't know where they went, but there was about 4 or 5 just hanging around there a second ago. They've probably gone back to the hive to tell their mates that there's some water here. They'll probably turn up in bloody droves in a minute. But I was just having a speck on the road, and I found something that's probably as interesting, to me at least, as finding gold. Check this out. Now, to the average person, it probably looks like glass. It is absolutely crystal clear. I'll try and get a good photo of it. It's definitely not glass, and it's very greasy looking. Which, to me, it's definitely a gemstone of some sort. There's a high possibility that it could be a diamond. There have been diamonds found in this area, and I literally found it right here in the middle of the road. I'll see if I can find another one, probably highly unlikely, because that is bloody absolutely crystal clear. Probably highly unlikely that there's going to be a whole lot of them here. It's just absolutely pot luck, that fella. I would think if I found a patch of them and they are diamonds, well, I'm a rich man. Just won the lotto. Here we go, as suspected. I was just showing you that on the road, and I think they've turned up to tell their mates. Look at this. Just swarming with bees. And the poor things must be pretty bloody thirsty. I'm going to leave my cup out there for them. Give them a bit of a drink. If I had anything with sugar in it, I'd, like a Coke or something, I'd probably put a bit of that out, but I don't. I don't know whether that was the best idea. I just grabbed my water bottle off those bees. They bloody swarm me like they attack me. I really don't want to be getting bitten. I got my water bottle and shoot them all off and jammed it inside the car with all the windows up, and I've just let the cup out there for them. But I don't want to get too close now. I probably should not have done that. Sort of thinking if I can sneak in carefully. Look at them. I want to get into the back of my ute. If I can sneak in carefully. No, I won't. I'll just leave it. I'll try and work around it. I was going to say I was going to sit it over there somewhere. I didn't think that one through very well. Idiot. There's something I wanted to show you while we're going. And I really wanted to sit at the back of the ute. That's where the bloody shade is. We'll have to make do. Now, I'm afraid to tell you that you're not looking at that part, and you're not looking too closely at that part. So you're not going to see much. But basically the age of the gravels that we are looking at, or the old riverbed, basically starts about here, which is just pre-Jurassic, and sort of down to about here, which sort of runs into the end of the Triassic. Now, I'm sorry about covering that map like that, but I'm not sorry. I'm definitely not going to show you exactly where I am. I'm not even going to give you a ballpark figure, because that's what gold prospectors are like, I'm afraid. Back on the detector, and my God, sitting back here looking, the bees have turned up in droves. It's giving me the heebie-jeebies, and they're on me now. I've got one more signal to dig, and then I'm actually going to get out of here, because I really don't want to be bitten out here after the way I've reacted to the last couple of ticks. I don't want to test it because I know my uncle is really allergic to them. And I haven't been bitten since I was a kid. But I've got one more signal to dig. It's an absolute screamer. I can't let it go. What's that? I'm picking up all these rocks now. That's a nice red one. I think it's only quartz. I'm getting sidetracked with all the stones now. It's going to be really interesting to have a look at that little clear one later. See if we've knocked him off. Oh! Got you sitting up there on the rock. Well, we have a look. Oh no! Idiot! I've just found gold and busted it, you idiot! I've just found huge gold. Bloody hit it with me pick. What an idiot. Gold in the hole. Oh, bloody waste of a beer that is. God, I'm an idiot. That backfired on me big time. I put a can of bloody 4X gold down there. I was going to dig it up and drink it. Bloody idiot, I hit it with my pick and bloody exploded. Oh well, you play silly games, you win silly prizes, I guess. God, I'm a bloody goose. I thought that would be really funny, you know. I was going to play a trick on you, end up backfiring and bloody getting myself. Now, I don't know what I'm going to do. I'm going to have to bail out of this little particular spot and come back when it's a bit cooler and there's a few less bees, because I'd probably done the wrong thing about putting water out for them. I don't even know how I'm going to get in my ute. I'll put this can just there for now. But have a look at that. There's hundreds of them. Bloody moron. Oh God, that all bloody went downhill really quickly, didn't it? Well, that went south really quickly. That water that I put out for them bees is absolutely getting swarmed. I don't know what I was thinking, honestly. Oh dear, the things you do. Bloody idiot. I'm gonna leave the water sitting on the back of the ute. I'm gonna drive off and hopefully I'll get down the road a bit and I'll try and go a bit quicker so it falls off and tips out, or the bees fly away, whichever one comes first. Because there's no way I'm going up to touch that cup and try and tip that water out. There's literally hundreds of them. I can see them, they're clearing off now. I'll see how far I can get. I'll just keep an eye on it because it's the lid for my water bottle. And it fell off. I'm gonna go in for the mad dash. Hopefully I don't get attacked. I guess there's gonna be bees everywhere. They're all under it, hundreds of them. Oh, you idiot. And they're following me. That was a valuable lesson in itself. If you put water out for bees, don't put it in your lid of your water bottle on the back of your ute. I don't know how well they're going to show on camera, but there's about 50 pigs and some big ones. Oh, they're still running through there, isn't it? I don't know how well they're going to show on camera, but there's about 50 pigs and some big ones. We'll make our way back through these water holes and check these traps. I don't know how well those pigs would have shown up on camera. I guess I won't know until I get home, but I come around the corner and there was literally pigs everywhere, and there was some really big ones, and they were running across the road and they just kept going and going. By the time I pulled the camera out, they were all basically gone into the scrub on the other side, and I think I probably only got one or two on camera. but I've never seen such a huge mob of pigs out this way, and they're very healthy looking. They must be on some good tucker somewhere. Anyways, we're not out here bloody hunting pigs. A lot of fish in here. I just moved that trap and there's a whole lot of fish and a whole lot of nothing else. Oh, yuck. Black beetles. And slime. Oh, you dirty little munger. Oh, have a look at that for gross. I hope the other side there's not the same with me new fangled foldable bloody yabby trap. I'm gonna have to hose that off when I get home. That's just gross. I was gonna mention, if I did get anything out of this dam, I wasn't gonna keep it anyway, because it's got that red algae look to it. Slimy looking dam. Absolutely bloody disgusting. I'm really not expecting miracles here. Oh no, what have we got? Another arch enemy. A bloody turtle. Well, that sort of explains why there's no yabbies in here. We've got black beetles and turtles. Now, it was pretty hard to get out of there. And the whole idea of these traps is not to trap turtles. Go figure. I'd say he would have got out eventually. He definitely would have. Not probably. Well, Mr. Tortoise, you might as well have that food. He'll come back and eat that. Give him a feed for a day or two. I'll have to take my new fangled trap home, hose him off because it bloody stinks now. Turtle infested, bloody black beetle infested water. Bloody bees have turned up here too, and you wouldn't read about it. There's hardly any bees up around. Oh, there's a few. Hardly any bees here. Right where my trap is, check this out. Unbelievable. Right where my trap is. There's just bees everywhere. I don't know whether that's a good omen or a bad omen. Just for example, look, check this out. Look. Few scattered bees here and there. Come along, where my trap set. There's bloody swarms of them. I don't know what the go is there. Like I said, I have been to this place before with lines. Didn't get a single yabby, but that was 2 years ago. And I was only here for a little while, but same result. It's really bloody odd that, because it looks so good. It's got the nice colour to it. It's big. It's getting a bit dry and there's still heaps of water here. I don't know whether there may be turtles living in here as well. I haven't caught one. In saying that, I've only had one trap out there for a few hours. If there's heaps of turtles, there's bubbles coming up everywhere. Can't see any turtle heads popping up. Like I said, there are bubbles coming up. It sort of tells me there's something living in here. There's got to be something. It's definitely not loaded with yabbies, that's for sure. Pretty safe to say I can cross this dam off the list. I did want to come back with a trap, as we've just done, just to make sure, but I'm not going to waste my time coming back out to this place anytime soon. We're down to our last shot at redemption. Are we going to come through with the goods? Very last trap. We've got absolutely no yabbies at all today, which it wasn't a yabbying expedition. It was more of a put a few traps in and find out. Oh well, there you go. One lousy yabby. I'm going to come up here because there's a heap of bees there. I don't think there's quite a catch and cook in that one. We'll have a look at him. A little bit interesting that all the liver has been eaten out of that bait holder. I'd like to add, if you've watched this far, you haven't hit the subscribe button, you better go ahead and hit it now. If you want to go into the draw to win the pyramid traps, the foldable, portable pyramid traps, the whole package, rope, clip, bait holder. I'm going to endeavour to get some tags, which I haven't got yet, but they should be in today. I'm going to slip in as soon as I finish here. Go back and watch the next video. You'll find out how to win one of those. And we're not going home empty-handed. I was thinking it was a bit of an empty-handed video, but we did find that little stone. I've just pulled it out and had a bit of a closer inspection. Let's have a look at it. And although we didn't find any gold, hopefully it's going to show on camera, but it is glassy, waxy, greasy, absolutely crystal clear. There's no sign of it being water worn like the rest of the stones, which tells me that it's incredibly hard. I'm really going to have to get that little stone looked at by a professional, because I have a feeling that it's a good possibility that it could be a diamond. And although we didn't find any gold, I was only there for an hour, and I'm absolutely convinced, looking at the type of stone, the age of it, everything else is right. There's got to be gold in there. It's going to be put up here in the memory bank, and one day we're going to go back there, probably through winter, spend a full day, give it a really good shot. Anyone that's metal detected for gold knows you're not going to find gold in 1 hour unless it's incredibly, incredibly rich. So I guess we'll leave the video there. Hit the subscribe button, hit the like button. Catch you on the next one.